everybody. Andy Lightbody, Rocky Mountain Television, live from Las Vegas, SHOT Show 2013. Well, we're live on the floor here today with Sentry Solutions. Joining us, of course, is Mark, who's one of the managing directors for the company. Anybody that's got guns probably has known since 1991 about the Tough Cloth. Now, what the Tough Cloth is very unique. It's not just a greasy rag with a bunch of oil on it. In fact, everything is oil-free. Mark, what makes the Tough Cloth so unique that it's been around so long and so well respected by everybody?
Well, Andy, the real difference between our products and everything else on the market is we start the conversation with gun lubrication and corrosion protection as opposed to gun cleaning. We realize that gun cleaning could be minimized, maintenance could be enhanced, liability if we use an oil-free approach. And a Tough Cloth is the finest example that we have of that, most easy to understand. It's a replacement for oil and silicone rags. And what we have done is we take a mix of dry film lubricants and corrosion inhibitors in a mineral spirits carrier, and we impregnate a lint-free, woven, hard-wearing, and very durable cloth. Simply by wiping a gun off with the Tough Cloth, you apply a bonded shield of non-toxic corrosion protection, lubrication, and it will not attract and hold dust.
Obviously, that has always been one of the best features, is not only does it work, but it doesn't glom on to everything that's airborne or on the counter or something that's going to stick either to my blade or to my barrel and basically muck up the works, right?
Absolutely. In fact, the whole line of products that we developed were targeted for military and law enforcement personnel. The idea was they're carrying around small arms, tools, knives, radio gear, and if they're using oil to lubricate and protect those items, it's going to attract and hold dirt. So Tough Cloth was the first product that we developed to solve that. It's the most popular and the most versatile.
Now you've taken it a step further. You put everything into what they call an armorer's kit.
Yes.
What all does that include?
Well, the armorer's kit is a very basic kit originally designed for law enforcement armorers. The idea was that a Tough Cloth lasts a very long time.
Right.
So simply by having an armor with a Tough Cloth, they could do an entire department's firearms. Well, these things last a long time. The Tough Cloth is the most common product. That's what people would be using more frequently. We do make a product for firearms that is not a dry film product. It is designed for high load bearing surfaces such as locking lugs and bolt action, or in a Glock trigger mechanism where the connector bar hits the trigger bar. And the reason we included this was dry films do a great job for lubricating when you have sliding and rotational action, but they're not that great for a high load bearing surface. Like I said, locking lugs. Better choice because it'll self-heal like an oil will, but unlike an oil, it won't migrate. And it has an operating temperature range of minus 65 to 600 degrees.
That about covers the range, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Our Smooth Coat product, which is also part of our armorer's kits, this is designed for all interior surfaces of a firearm, including the bore. And what Smooth Coat does is actually make a firearm self-cleaning. By applying a non-stick lubricating film that works when dry, you discharge a firearm, and it's capable, using just the pressures from the release of the cartridge, to actually self-clean the surfaces. Just place the other. Smooth Coat comes in two different sizes in the armorer's kit. This is what you would use after you did your initial application, because you literally paint the inside of the firearm.
Of the firearm with this by putting it into the area.
Yeah, that's why we.
Into the area. Okay, so I'm going to transfer it.
Yeah, because you'll basically paint even the non-wearing surfaces. So interior of a slide, interior of a receiver, even a magazine well, and you'll also use it in the bore. In the bore, what it does is it provides an actual physical barrier between the bullet surface and the bore surface. And that is a physical, smoother surface because it does bond to the contours of the bore. And it's a lubricating bonded film, also a non-stick film. So what you'll get is you will actually be able to maintain the number of rounds that the firearm will remain accurate.
And this is all packaged together then.
That is
one kit.
Right. We actually have a couple of different versions of the armorer's kit. This is the entry-level armorer's kit. It will do 30 to 45 firearms.
Okay.
And we have a deluxe kit which adds the mainstay products, if you will, are the ones that folks are most familiar with.
Mark,
Oh,
go ahead.
Well, the BP2000 powder is a fine-tuning step.
It's like the super fine grit sandpaper you would use to finish something off.
No abrasive.
No abrasive.
So what you can do, instead of using an abrasive polish to smooth up a trigger, you use a combination of smooth coat and the BP2000 powder to adjust trigger pulls on double action pistols. You can actually reduce the trigger pull up to 20% by using a combination of the product.
Better living through chemistry, right?
Well, it is. You're reducing wear, you're reducing friction.
As we wrap this up, Mark, more people would like more information about product availability, where to find it, dealers, or ordering either direct.
All of that information is available on our website, sentrysolutions.com. That's Sentry with an S.
Right.
And there's actually, if people are really interested in knowing the ins and outs about the products, they should visit the blog portion of our website.
There's all sorts of tutorial stuff there, isn't there?
There are.
Thank you for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you, Andy.
Like I said, Sentry Solutions has been around a long time with the Tough Cloth. Looks to me like they've elevated it. You know, their monicum's always been body armor for your gear. But you know what? Virtually any sort of outdoor gear that needs protecting and is worth protecting, better be looking at Sentry Solutions. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Andy Lightbody, Rocky Mountain Television.